World War II, or the Second World War, was a world war that lasted from 1939 to 1945. It involved the vast majority of the world's countries, including all of the great powers, forming two opposing military alliances, the Allies and the Axis powers. World War II was a total war that directly involved more than 100 million personnel from more than 30 countries. One of the most well-known survivors of the World War II is Mr. Ramon Regalado. Born on April 13, 1917, Regalado was when World War II fighting came to the Philippines, a machine gun operator with the 57th Infantry Regiment 3rd Battalion Company L of the Philippine Scouts under the U.S. Army forces in the Far East. When those Army troops surrendered on April 9, 1942, after fighting for 99 days on the peninsula of Bataan with no reinforcements or air support, approximately 63,000 Filipino and 12,000 American troops, already weakened by starvation and disease, were forced to march some 65 miles to a prison camp at Camp O'Donnell. Prisoners who faltered were beaten, bayoneted, shot, and even beheaded by their Japanese captors. Regalado was one who escaped the march. Regalado survived and slipped away with two others, all of them sick with malaria. They encountered a farmer who cared for them, but only Regalado lived. Afterward, he joined a guerrilla resistance movement against the Japanese and later moved to the San Francisco Bay Area to work as a civilian for the U.S. military. Ramon Regalado was starving and sick with malaria when he slipped away from his Japanese captors during the infamous 1942 Bataan Death March in the Philippines, escaping a brutal trudge through steamy jungle that killed hundreds of Americans and thousands of Filipinos who fought for the U.S. during World War II. In his later years, he gave countless interviews to promote the wartime heroics of Filipinos who were promised benefits and U.S. citizenship but saw those promises disappear after the war ended. The Filipino veteran received a Congressional Gold Medal in October. He lived long enough to be personally honored with a Congressional Gold Medal, a result of the signing by the former U.S. President Barack Obama of the Filipino Veterans of World War II Congressional Gold Medal Act of 2015. Mr. Ramon Regalado was a Filipino soldier fighting alongside Americans during World War II when he was captured by Japanese troops in 1942. After he survived the brutal Bataan Death March and the war ended, he moved to San Francisco, advocating for fellow war heroes. Regalado died at 100 years old, and according to him, life well lived. Life is not always happiness. There are times that we experience problems and pain that gave us lessons, challenges, struggles, and difficulties that will really test our faith. The World War II is the most memorable lesson to us, even how hard we experienced during that time. Philippines still fight and start a new life right after, like on Viktor Frankl's sources of the meaning of life. If those sources are applied to all those people, maybe World War II don't happen.